Imagine you receive a letter from a wise and mysterious friend, someone who knows you better than you know yourself. But the letter is not written in your native language. It is written in a strange code, a language of pictures, paradoxes, and puns. You could dismiss it as nonsense. Or you could undertake the rewarding work of learning to decipher the code, knowing that the letter contains the secrets to your own life's journey. According to Carl Jung, you receive such a letter every single night. That letter is your dream. He wrote, "The dream is a little hidden door in the innermost and most secret recesses of the psyche." Welcome back to Mapping the Soul. Today we become decoders. We will learn the principles of understanding the language of the unconscious, the language of dreams, symbols, and synchronicity. Jung's approach to dreams was revolutionary. Unlike Freud, who saw dreams primarily as a form of wish fulfillment and a disguise for repressed sexual desires, Jung saw dreams as a natural and vital form of communication from the deep self. The dream is not trying to trick you. It is trying to help you. It is trying to compensate for the one-sidedness of your conscious ego. If your conscious life is too rational and rigid, your dreams might be filled with wild, chaotic, emotional imagery. If you are consciously ignoring a major problem in your life, your dreams might send you a recurring nightmare until you pay attention. The dream is the psyche's attempt to restore balance and guide you toward wholeness. To understand a dream, we must first unlearn a key assumption. We must understand that the dream speaks in symbols, not signs. A sign has a fixed meaning. A stop sign means stop. But a symbol points to something that cannot be fully expressed in words. What does the ocean symbolize in a dream? For one person, it might be the terrifying unknown. For another, the source of all life. For a third, a feeling of peaceful expansiveness. Jung insisted that we cannot use a dream dictionary. We must approach each dream and each symbol in it as a unique creation. The work is to have a dialogue with the symbol. This is where the inner vision architecture becomes our guide. First, we must detect the dream. This means making a conscious effort to remember it and write it down in as much detail as possible. This act alone sends a message to the unconscious. I am listening. Next, we approach the dream with a specific filtering attitude. We filter out our desire for a quick, easy answer. We embrace a state of not knowing. We approach the dream with reverence and curiosity, not with the analytical ego that wants to conquer it. The core of Jungian dream work is a process of recognition and understanding through a technique called amplification. You take a key image from the dream essay, a snake, and you amplify it. First, you explore your personal associations. What does a snake mean to you? Does it remind you of a childhood pet, a scary movie, a religious story? Next, you amplify it on a collective, cultural level. What do snakes symbolize in mythology, in religion, in art? They can symbolize healing, the rod of Asclepius, temptation, the Garden of Eden, transformation, the shedding of skin, primal energy, the Kundalini. By gathering all these associations, you are not finding the meaning of the snake. You are creating a rich, resonant field of meaning around it. Then you ask the crucial question: why is my psyche sending me this symbol in this way, right now? How does this symbol comment on my current conscious situation? Perhaps the snake is pointing to a need for you to shed your skin and let go of an old identity. Perhaps it is pointing to a source of healing energy you have not tapped into. The dream is always personal, always tailored to the dreamer. But the dream is not the only way the unconscious speaks. Jung also coined the term synchronicity to describe another form of communication. A synchronicity is a meaningful coincidence. It is when an inner event, a thought, a dream, a feeling is mirrored by an outer event in a way that feels deeply meaningful, but has no apparent causal connection. For example, you have a dream about a rare blue butterfly. The next day, you are on a walk, feeling lost and confused about a major life decision, and that same rare blue butterfly lands on your shoulder. This is not a magical intervention. Jung saw it as a glimpse into the underlying unity of the inner and outer worlds, a moment when the archetype, the deep pattern, expresses itself simultaneously in the psyche and in the material world. Synchronicities are guideposts. They are the universe winking at you, confirming that you are on the right path, or drawing your attention to something important. But like dreams, they require an act of recognition. You must have the inner awareness to notice the connection and to feel its meaning. The practice, then, is to become a student of symbolism in your own life. Pay attention to the images that recur in your dreams. Pay attention to the coincidences that give you a shiver of recognition. You are learning the poetic, symbolic language of your own soul. And as you do, the dialogue between your conscious ego and your unconscious depths becomes richer, deeper, and more collaborative. You are no longer living just on the sunlit island. You are learning to sail the great ocean. In our next episode, we will journey to the very center of that ocean, to the ultimate destination of the individuating path. We will explore the archetype of the self, the symbol of wholeness that is the true center and organizing principle of the psyche. For now, the invitation is a simple one. Ask for a dream. Before you go to sleep tonight, hold a question in your mind that you are struggling with, and simply ask your deep self for guidance. Then, in the morning, be prepared to listen to the strange, poetic, and wise answer that it sends you